And we're back. Hi friends! Today we're going to be making a Rice Krispie flan at my brother's request. This is not something I've made for a very long time. It's very easy to make. It's basically like making a giant Rice Krispie cake. That's all. I currently have my phone propped up against the jar of Nutella which came with my donut making kit in episode 1. If you haven't watched that yet, you should probably get on it. It's really funny. It's not really, I'm not that funny. Yeah, it's not too exciting, but it tastes good. We're gonna see how it goes. So I'm just drying off my bowl before I get my ingredients in it because we don't want soggy ingredients. That would be a disaster. Into this bowl I'm gonna put some cooking chocolate, some golden syrup and a good knob of butter. Nah. And yeah, we're gonna see how we get on. Like I say, I have not made this in a very long time. When I do make it, I usually just go by eye with my ingredients. But given that I haven't made it in a while, this could go down pan pretty quickly. If you want to know quantities, I could weigh them. I should probably weigh them. Let's weigh them. I am putting 4.5 ounces of chocolate. In grams, that's 127. That's how much chocolate we're going to go with for just now. I'm going to put, like I say, a good knob of butter. I'm going to like put in what I would normally put in and then tell you how much that is. Don't know. Okay, so that's like 75 grams. Oh, crap. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, you figured out yourself what 75 grams is in ounces. One thing I do know is that it's like a big serving spoon of golden syrup. I would normally use a tin and like scoop it out, but we've only got squeezy syrup at the moment, so it's gonna have to do. So it might be like 2 of these. My mother always said I was cat-candid and I never believed her until now. Hope you guys are still surviving lockdown 2 days later. I can tell you now, I am not. Me and my last remaining 5 brain cells are trying really hard not to completely lose it. Nothing new to report really. I started a new crochet blanket, literally for no reason other than to keep my 5 brain cells intact. Right, there we go. Syrup away. Washing syrup off a tinder. Right, we're gonna bung this in the microwave, let it melt. If you want to be posh and do this over a bain-marie or whatever it's called, then you can, but honestly, I'm not a Tory, so I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, gonna bung it in the microwave for like 30-second intervals, let it melt, and see what we're working with. So yeah, 30-second intervals, that has literally done nothing other than melt some butter, so you go straight back in. Whilst it's microwaving, this is a good time to get your flan dish and grease it with butter or stork or whatever you use. So I'm going to do that now, although I've just had a thought and I don't know where the flan dish is. We'll find it. I can't find it. It's not in there. It's not in there. Oh! Well, that's not the one I was looking for. I am genuinely making such a conscious effort not to swear in this video. Aha! You little shit! Found it! Aww. Sorry. Literally, kitchen roll, 1 square, rationing, bit of butter, make sure you get into all the corners of a round dish. Okay, all my chocolate is melted, but I think I have too much butter. So, I'm gonna add some more chocolate, just because I say so. That was another row of that, by the way. I don't know how much that was. Probably shouldn't lick you when there's people watching later. Hello. My video. Oh. Try to be healthy for the camera. Sorry. Right. We're gonna add Rice Krispies now, or Rice Snaps. Sorry. Can't afford Kellogg's. Again, I have no idea how much that is. Just mix it together. You know how to make Rice Krispie cakes. If you don't know how to make Rice Krispie cakes, then I'm sorry, but have a word with yourself. My chocolate mixture is really quite watery, and it isn't usually this watery, so I don't know what I've done wrong. Maybe I should be having a word with myself. Okay, once it's all combined, if you can see that there's like loads of chocolate just sitting there, not doing very much, then you can add more. Whilst I'm doing this, I will give you a wee update. Still no bread flour, still no yeast, still no sun-dried tomatoes in a tub thing that the recipe says for my bread thing. I do, however, I need to double check. I think I've got all the ingredients to make pancakes. So that will be the next one. My friend Mary, hi, she has requested an Easter bake, so I thought I would make mini egg pancakes. I've made pancakes before, but I've not made mini egg pancakes before. I have tried a gluten-free version of it and they tasted really good, but I don't have gluten-free flour and I'm scared if I'm going out to the shops to buy just for one bake. So I found a recipe that uses like normal flour, so I'll make that instead. So we'll be making that either on Monday or over the weekend. It depends how quickly I get bored. So probably tonight. Right, once this is all kind of well combined like this, we're gonna scoop it into our flan dish. So as you can see, this is my Rice Krispie mix. So chocolate, syrup, butter and Rice Krispies. And then I've got my flan dish which has been greased. So we're gonna pour that into here. I have got way too much mixture. I might have to make some Rice Krispie cakes as well just to use it up. To be fair, I have used like half a packet of rice snaps. That's a lot. There's 115 calories and 30 grams and I've used like 195? Is that right? We'll cut it up small. We'll have small slices when I put them. Once it's all in, it's not all in because there's no room. Once it's all in, you're gonna press it down, make sure it gets into all the corners of the round dish. And then when you get into the middle, you're gonna make like a wee indent, so leave like a 2-inch rim around the side and you're gonna press in the middle. I could so be a home ec teacher. Lauren, watch out. I am coming for you. I'm kidding, now all my kids would get salmonella. I would be out of a job in minutes. Right, I'll show you what this looks like. And then I've got like this bit in the middle that's like shallower, I guess. So it's kind of like an indent. So now that that's done, there isn't much more to do until it's set, so I'm gonna leave it in the fridge. I'm gonna leave it for like an hour. Probably doesn't need nearly that long. But I'm gonna let it set and then I'll show you what to do with the top. See you soon, babes. Have a nice nap. In the meantime, part of me just really wants to eat the remainder, but there is too much to warrant just going and sitting with a bowl. Then again, how much is too much? How long's a bit of string? I'm gonna go little polka dots. Literally nothing special. Not even gonna put them in a cupcake tray to support them. I know I don't put raisins in mine, but honestly, raisins are the work of the devil. Anyone who disagrees can unsubscribe. I hate raisins. They're just fucking bogging. I think it's the texture. They're just a bit. What? Why have raisins when you can have wine? It's the same thing. Wine tastes so much nicer. Even for a non-wine drinker like myself, I would much rather have wine. I've made so much mixture, I don't know how. So bad at this. Look at me being responsible, scraping the rice snaps off the spatula and back into the bowl so I can use them in cakes, rather than just sticking the whole thing in my gob. We're gonna have Rice Krispies coming out our fucking ears. See, I am usually quite a precise baker, so like when I was making my cookies, I actually weighed them all out into like equal size balls. And then put them in the oven, so they were all like 45-gram balls, and they were all even and quite uniform in size. This, it's Rice Krispies. Like if you're gonna weigh these out, then you need to get a life. I know I'm saying that, but come on. It's actually quite a nice day today, apart from the fact that it's like gale force winds and Cormac literally got blown off his bike earlier. Lol. Here, that made 12. Pretty good going. It's not even that exciting. But if it keeps me busy, keeps you entertained. Right, time to resume baking. I'm quite sad because I just did one of those Instagram quizzes, you know when you put the filter over your face and it tells you whatever. Well, it was a Harry Potter character one. The first time I got Snape and I was like, bit rude. Second time round, I got Dobby. That was when I realised, too good for this earth. Do you know what? Your filter's wrong. I don't look like Dobby. Oh, so we need to get some tinned fruit for our topping. But you could use fresh fruit if you want, but we're not that healthy, so we're just gonna use tinned. Nice syrupy fruit. Right, let's see what we've got. Not a cup of soup. That's not a cup of soup. Fruit cocktail. Fruit cocktail. Fruit cocktail. So it's probably gonna be. Oh no, hang on. Pear has. Yes, right. Let's go. I don't mind fruit cocktail, but the cherries bug my happiness. Chocolate and pears, by the way, great combo. If you haven't tried it, have a word with yourself. It's really good. So my flan is definitely set. Can you hear that? We're gonna get a sieve and a bowl. You want to sieve these because you don't want all the juice going into your flan just yet. Keep the syrup to the side, and then when it comes to serving it, drizzle the syrup on top with some cream or some condensed milk. Mop it up. Oh, if my mother could see me now, she'd be so proud. She's literally upstairs, by the way, she's not dead. I usually do chop my fruit because pear halves are quite big. Not minuscule, but like not as big as that. And then just plonk them on. If you want to do any kind of arrangement, then you totally can, but I am not that bothered. I probably should be, but I'm not. I'm quite sad actually that my brother hasn't come to Gate Crash today, so there'll be no outtakes of him. Man overboard! I'm trying to rack my brains, figure out what we could do. Probably melt some chocolate, drizzle it over the top, just for fun. Don't have to do that if you don't want to. I don't usually, but I'm very wary that my viewers will probably be expecting something marvellous, and I am not delivering that currently. You probably don't need a whole tin, because I'm noticing that this is filling up quite quickly. I think the last time I made this was probably in our old house. And we moved to this one 6 years ago, this month actually. I don't think I've made it since we moved here. I'm speaking as if it's the best recipe in the world. It's literally a giant Rice Krispie cake. The size of the middle of your flan will obviously determine the amount of fruit that you'll need to fill it, and obviously you don't have to fill it if you don't want to. So that's what we've got. I'm gonna go melt some chocolate and just drizzle it over the top, just to make it a little bit more exciting, I think. Yeah. I've got 3 peach halves left. I don't think we'll be using them anytime soon, so like, there's no point in putting them back in the tin to go in the fridge and then not get eaten. Shouldn't have done that with that. Don't do that, kids. My syrup's in a jar. What's it called? A jug. I'm gonna drizzle some on, just a little bit on just now, and then I'm gonna put the rest in the fridge and save it for when we serve it later on. Just because, like I say, it does get a wee bit dry. Remove these babies that are now set. There were 12 of these. I got bored when I was waiting for the flan to set. There are now 11. Another wee bowl. A nice blue bowl. Again, not weighing it. You know yourself, like 30 seconds. I feel like all I've done during lockdown is eat. And like, there are worse things I could be doing, but there are also definitely better things I should be doing. Yes. Spoon, mix, flan. We're just gonna drizzle. I wish I could tilt you downwards. I might put you down there. Oh, see, I should have done that from the start. But then you can't see my face. Maybe that's a good thing. My mum's not going to be happy that there's chocolate drizzled over it. It's going in the fridge now. I don't know what that was. I don't want to know what that was. I've just found this white chocolate stuff. It's like this, like, it's called white, no it's not, it's called Choco Writer, so like you melt the chocolate and then you're supposed to be able to like write with it. So I wonder, just out of boredom more than anything. Yeah. You can hear it cracking. That's definitely the plastic, this is not the tub I should be using. We'll just keep going. Oh, it is actually leaking out now. Okay, abort mission. Anyway, I'm sure it's fine.
Am I allowed to speak this time?
Sure, as long as you're not angry.
I just put in boiling water into it.
Yeah.
I could not afford anything.
Oh, no pear! Oh, I hate pears! Literally just gonna make some shapes. Oh my god, why is this not coming out?
Tip top off.
I have, but I've used it before, so it's probably all like congealed inside. Oh! It's running now. Oh, it's not stopping. Ah!
I like that one best, the kitten chasing its tail.
Is that what that is? You don't have to do this, by the way. I'm just super bored. I need something to fill my time that isn't crochet and isn't marking. Would you believe a music teacher actually has to mark work now? A wee array of chocolatey goodness. Then it just stays in the fridge until it's like pudding time, and then you serve it with cream and the remainder of the juice. So now we just kind of have to wait it out. It's now in the fridge setting. Yeah, there's not really much we can do until pudding time and get the taste test, and we better ask Cormac since it was him that requested it. I'm going to estimate a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10 maybe, given that I put extra decoration on. This is our final product. Good to go.
Well,
Have we had flan since we moved up to this gaff?
I don't think so.
I don't have made it. Oh, she's crumbly. Wow. Brought a tear to my eye. It's good, aye.
Out of 10?
9.
9. Mary?
Too crispy.
What do you mean too crispy?
I like it
Rice Krispie flan.
Because it's made with Crispies.
Which are fucking crispy.
Cormac gives it a 9. Mary hasn't given it a score, but just said it was too crispy. Score?
8.5.
I'll take that. 9, 8.5, yet to eat. Hi friends. My phone.
What is on the phone?
My camera. So as you can see, this is my Rice Krispies and I've got chocolate on my finger, hang on. You're currently sitting under the boiler and I'm just wondering how much of me you can hear and how much of the boiler you can hear. I moved you because I am obviously more important than the boiler. Aren't I? Pardon me. Yeah, depending on how full you want the middle bit. No knives near the mouth. No knives near mouth. Can't speak. No knives near mouths.
Chips, cheese and donut, put it on it to the bone.
I've just retaken my Hogwarts passport.
Passport.
And I've ended up in Hufflepuff.
Aww.
With Newt and Tonks and a dead Cedric, admittedly. Well, I did it in Pottermore and I came into the Gryffindor.
But you're now a Hufflepuff.
But I'm now a Hufflepuff. Who's telling me I did OMG?
No, I did BMC. Ted.
I heard that.
You were meant to.